Hey everybody, welcome back. Before we get with the second naming session, a little update. First, you might notice that Dry Lakes is looking a little bit different since the last time we were here. Now it is less dry lakes and more like dry oceans, since I swear there's a whole lot more water than there used to be. Like somebody just hosts the entire planet or something. Well, the reality was that there is a whole ocean just hiding on the other side. Who knew? I guess I gotta change the name now. And it is thanks to this random development that the last critter in dry oceans, previously dry lakes, has been found. It is an angry boy of a worm that I noticed because it was attacking all the fish around it. It has fish fins and the tail of an eel, so I named it Angry Worm Eel. Look at it over there, attacking the other fish like a madman. With that, we are officially done naming all the critters on this planet. But since there's still lots to do thanks to the Aquarius update, I will probably be hanging around here for a bit. And that'll be for later. Now I'm busy on another planet doing No Man's Sky stuff, like dealing with a drop pod to increase my inventory space. If you're a new space explorer, or if you suck at inventory management like I do, doing those early will help with all those inventory issues. It was during that process that I encountered this little feller. A crab-looking critter with a mantis head and hairy legs that is being described as nomadic. So I started with the name Nomadic Manticrab. Also, you'll probably notice that there are variations of these things walking around. It is a little detail that I am enjoying very much, as it makes the planet feel more alive, and it's all thanks to the procedural generation. You can see more of this with this next critter I found. Here I am scanning a crab with a hat, only to be shown a crab that is losing its hair. It's an amusing and unexpected development, and I wish your Pokédex could show you their alternate forms. And it turns out that the hat is actually a mushroom, so I went ahead and slapped it with Hairy Mushroom Crab. On the other hand, kinda makes me sad that you can't scan abyssal critters. Having a database, being able to slap a name on them will be kinda cool. Also, a small word of warning. When you're fighting these things on planets with high sentinel activity, it turns out they don't like it when you're fighting for your life against these official thingies, and will join in on being very annoying. After escaping that situation by getting myself out of the planet and then coming back, we get to naming this beaver-looking feller with a lantern on his head and that has a taste for manure. With a tail that looks like a scoop, the name that came to mind was Poopa Scoopa. And here we see a variation that looks like it has some shrooms on its body, which kinda double downs on the idea that it mostly derives its nutrition from manure. Pretty cool, to be honest. Here we have a flyer that is about to get in a whole lot of trouble, since it's out way after bedtime. The computer here says that this thing is Juno and yet is hanging out at this late hour. Anyways, considering that it has a bug bottom as well as sitting on nectar, then it makes sense that I just named it Bappy. Now we got a weird bird looking thing that is on stilts. It also happens that it's filled to the brim with nervous excitement. That sounds to me like it's just anxiety. That's why I decided to name this funny looking bird Walking Anxiety, since it seems just apt for it. This guy was difficult to name for some reason. Nothing came to me that felt like a good fit for it, or maybe it's that I'm not creative enough. In any case, after reading that they are always aware of their surroundings, as well as relying on each other, a simple name came to mind. Land Sentinel. Exploring some caves, I bumped into one of the last critters that needed a name. And it's another crab. This planet has a lot of crab-adjacent animals, with this one almost being just a regular crab. Now that I think about it, it does look like an Alaskan king crab, only has noodle legs that made me think of Slenderman for some reason. So, using that as inspiration, I went with Krabby Slender Legs. And then, out of nowhere, came running the last critter to be scanned, only to be blindsided by my crappy internet. Thankfully, the game saved pretty quickly and I didn't lose any progress. Having internet again, we can return to this fluffy and speedy boy. So, after spending a little bit of time looking for how to spell woolly mammoth and thinking if Usain Bolt could outrun it, I concluded that this critter could be named the Woolly Bolt. After a bit, I remembered that for some reason I was putting off naming this normal looking bird. Reading that it has a tongue and acidic saliva made me think of licky tongue. But for some reason it also says it borrows on trees, even though there are no trees around these parts. There are a lot of shrubs though with meaty stems. So I thought that licky shrub would be a good name for it. And with the last animal named, it's time to slap a name on this planet. By now you probably saw that there are a bunch of radical geometric rock formations, as well as the planet being radioactive. So the name Rad Geometry seems like a perfect choice for it. And with that, we are done with the second naming session. Next will be the continuation of the critters update, as well as going to the third planet in this system and slap some more names on some critters. So tune in next time to see what the pursuit generation will bring. Also, share in the comments down below any name that you have come up with or any strange critter you might have encountered. But for now, that is all. Like and subscribe if you are enjoying the space exploration. Take care and see you next time. Bye bye.